like they know it. Double O kick this that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
7070 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spend, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Just show them, private plane, we just flown in.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
11, Mike. Here we go. 11. 180. Stop.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Let's get set.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Five men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, Mighty. Cut. 11 MT. Cut.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Cincinnati. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a Chiefs first down.
27-yard
Now,
line.
right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go, here we go. That.
Here's Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
17 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
On two, ready? Gun. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Let it. Stop.
They'll throw, third and long. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Trimmer. Go Silver, right?
Hurts comes out throwing. His first throw is an interception. Drew Tranquil with the pick. And the Chiefs get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. 11. 180. He's hot.
Burrow from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
11, mighty. 11, wide 8.
Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Eagles nothing. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Things going well so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Good. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs get it back with a nice return to boot down inside the 30.
This is such the back and forth nature of this game that we all love. Defense is just infused with confidence. Back-to-back possessions, taking it away, and offensively, boy, you just feel like you're killing your team right now. Got to protect the football.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Walker now from the gun. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 1, ready?
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Running with Walker again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
On 2, ready?
The Eagles into the nickel, third down coming.
11. Here we go. 11, big 13. Big 13.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
A 35-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
Hurts now from the gun. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down throwing for Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. And downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Eagles.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. 17-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Barkley with the pistol give. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Man in motion here. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Trimmer.
To the air on 3rd and long. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked by Alohi Gilman. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow now on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
11, Thomas.
Burrow on the play action. Kelsey's got it right side. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. That's brought in. It's his back, Brashard Smith. They're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
On 1, ready?
So 1st down from the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's get set. 11. 180. 11 MT. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. And he cuts it back right. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
46-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. The clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Hurts to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short. But what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Now Hurts. Passing downfield, working the left. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hey, 73, movement.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first point of this game just before halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down.
11 mighty. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. Big 13.
Burrow out of the shotgun. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on first. Throws caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. And the kick is no good. The snap was off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy in midfield to start this drive.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
First down, a run with Barkley. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
King, Phil King, Phil King. 63.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles get it back to within 2 scores. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Nico Rumihio. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
12.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Here we go. Right, 80. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. Yeah, that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Eagles first down.
Hurts setting up to throw. Cut near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Hurts getting his guys set for this 2-point play.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Caught at the 1. He's He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that two-point conversion.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
12. 12.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
11.
From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, a nice little run to set the table.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2.
Great. Set. 180.
Barkley trying this up the gut. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Hurts with it on third and short. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
Walker on first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead on the turnover. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Rucker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Score, Chiefs 37, Eagles 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. And they get to him again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he put everything he's got behind it. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And that brings up 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He's got this at the 27. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a nice fade, tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by itself, that's the new move. I'm smoking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't showing what they call it.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Throwing is Burrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Cut. 11 Thomas. Cut.
Now Burrow. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Gotta go for it.
Offense up to the line fast.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. That one hits for 30. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
On 1, ready?
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Stop.
He'll give up the gun to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2, ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
11.
Burrow to the air now. Here's a screen now for Walker. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's get set. 11.
Burrow. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs make it a 24-point ball game.
Eagles 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down throwing from Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be too little too late for them in this lopsided game. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Blitz coming here. Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd down now. They need 7. Hurts. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. It's Hurts once again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Eagles first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Philadelphia.
From the red zone now. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
At the 9-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Hurts throwing again. Escapes the pocket. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down. They go with Barkley here. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Hurts looking to throw. And they pick him off again! Picked by Alohi Gilman. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Well, they looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Mejio with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10.
11. Stop.
Drive begins with a walker run. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Burrow back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On one, right?
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Out. Don't touch.
Now Barkley. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Working quickly here.
That's good for Eagles. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagles first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Great. Trimmer. Hey, 73. Don't touch.
Hurts now from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Don't touch that. 63. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Don't touch.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Miami.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
King, field.
They'll run here following the penalty. Running in the red zone. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
This one is up and good. And the Eagles make it an 18-point game. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. Who dodged the tackle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the...
On one, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
12. Let's get set. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Burrow's caught. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Here we go.
From the red zone on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
Well, now this is certainly going to make second and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. It's going to make it a more difficult now second and goal situation.
Here we go.
From the pistol, gives here to Walker. And he drives this forward to the 6. 5 yards on that play, but third and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs nearing their first win of the season.
On 1, ready?
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal.
11. Here we go.
He gets it again. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. And incompletion is still pretty good for the defense.
Toss play to Barkley. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here we go.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So scoreless, a win for the Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.